Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is August 4th, Sunday, 2024. So my last video was like 2 days ago. Give it like a couple hours, like, yeah, about 2 days ago. So, I've been super busy and blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? Just life in it. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages, so I've been, alright. I've been getting the song, In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle, the Lion Sleeps Tonight. So I looked it up, the background of that song. It's actually an original, like its origins are from the Zulu tribe. Alright, you know what? These messages are not going to resonate with everyone. If they resonate with you and give you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story, alright? So, In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle, right? So I've been listening to that song in my head for like the past couple days. And in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight, right? And then it goes, Awimbawe, right? Which that actually means the lion is sleeping or something, right? So I looked up the song. The song comes from the Zulu tribe. And they sing that song it was something about, I'm looking it up right now, but it was something about the British, how it was like that song was like a coded message, like a coded song that they would sing to each other to let them know that the British were coming, and that the British were going to like kind of like, I don't know, like colonize them or like oppress them and make sure that the Zulu tribe would not wake up. Let me look this up. My love! Hold on, she's summoning me. Okay, so I got sidetracked for a bit. So yeah, the song In the Jungle, blah, 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 right? So that's been in my head for like the past 2 days, and there's actually a lot of like sadness and heartache around the song. Like, first of all, so the song is like a really old song. It's like a lullaby from the Zulu tribe, and it's basically like a coded message about like how the Zulu people who would one day wake up and not be defeated by British rule. All right, I just said that. However, how the song became so popular, it was written by a man named Solomon Linda, right? And hold on, my love, he wrote the song in like 1909 or something like that. Mind you, this man had like $22 in his bank account by the time like he passed away, and the song was like so popular, and it made the record whatever money, millions, whatever, however much money like would be the equivalent of millions back then. But they really did this man dirty. Like he basically died without receiving any kind of benefits for his talent of that song. And so the song talks about, you know, being cautious of like the lion, the predator, right? And it was interesting how like Solomon Linda, like he didn't realize that he had let a much graver predator, which would be like the label, the record company or whatever. So there's like a whole little hidden message within that in it of itself, all right? So not only was the song supposed to like inspire the Zulu people to wake up and to not let the British rule them, but also like the man who popularized the song, made it popular, wrote it, Solomon Linda. It was very tragic for him. I kind of just like stopped reading up until that point, because it basically said like he died without receiving benefits for his talents. So with that being said, I feel like somebody now, like, despite all of that, right, I feel like there's like two messages there. One of them is to I guess in the song, the enemy, and I'm not saying British people are the enemy, right? I'm saying in the song was within the Zulu tribe, like the British aren't gonna keep them, like they're not gonna like stop the Zulu people, right? So the two messages would be like, whatever kind of group, whatever organization, whatever persons, people, entity are trying to keep you, or like not only like keep you asleep, but trying to like take over, it's not gonna happen. And it has to do with like your spirit, your pride, like, because if I'm not mistaken, the Zulu people are very so they're native, so you could be a native of your origins, or oh my gosh, of your like country or wherever you are, like a Native American or a Native African, or Zulu people are a native people of southern Africa, of the Nguni. The Zulu people are the largest ethnic group of the nation in South Africa. So they're still alive and well. Yeah. So the British were trying to like basically take over and like force themselves and like change them and indoctrinate them, and it didn't work, right? So that's kind of like a reminder of, that's not, I don't know, whatever is trying to like, I don't know, stomp all over your spirit, stomp all over your identity, who you are. It's not gonna happen. All right. So that's a reminder. And also the second thing I was getting, because what happened to Solomon Linda was like very tragic, and he thought he was like being friendly with somebody, but come to find out like he had like no like revenue, no benefits, no rights to like what was his. So the second message is, I feel like somebody wants to like utilize your skills or your talents, your abilities, but without paying you for it, without compensating you for it, without giving you the proper acknowledgement or the proper finances, or paying you adequately, or like, it's like, I don't know, because like this song was so popular and it became such a hit that he had kids, Solomon Linda, he had kids, but like 2 of his children died of malnutrition, right? And it's like, the song was so popular, but he died with like the equivalent of $22 in his bank account. And even his widow, which would be like his wife after he passed away, she became a widow, she couldn't even afford a headstone for him. Like, that's how dirty they did him, right? So they utilized it, they commercialized it, they made money off of it. It was like a money well. But the person who like made it got nothing, right? So that's that. So yeah, I feel like not only is there like this organization, entity, person, whatever, not only do they want to like take your identity from you, but it's like at the same time it's like, we're gonna take your identity from you, but before we do that, we're gonna utilize and we're gonna take all the ideas that you have, all the creativity that you have, all the skills that you have. Give us everything that you have, creative wise. Give it to us first, and then I feel like it's like that. It's like you're supposed to, I don't know. It's like this weird. I'm hearing undergarment. Like somebody wants to strip you down to your underwears or your undergarments. There's like, you don't have anything. Like strip you clean of your skills, your identities, like everything you have. And it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm hearing whitewash. And then it's kind of like redo you, like redecorate you. So in a oh my god. So collective, you were created in God's image, right? Loving, passionate, energetic, abundant, glorious, beautiful, powerful, magnetic, creative, like magical, right? So you're all that, collective. Now see it as somebody wants to utilize all that they can from that, right? And then taking it away, stripping it down, and then making you be as their image. But it's like, again, I'm not trying to be, I'm just using this as an example, right? Because this is where it comes from. So I'm using the origins of this as an example. The British were seen as bland, copy paste, very stoic, not smiling, no, like, for example, like, and what was the movie? She's That Girl, or no, it was something, it was an Amanda Bynes movie where she went to travel to like London, and because like her dad was like, I don't know, like a public figure there, and her grandmother, and like she would like, she met her grandmother's British, and like she would like hug her grandmother, and her grandmother was like, the British don't smile, the British don't hug, I'm British, she was like, I'm British, darling, we don't smile, I'm British, we don't hug, or anything. Like, it's like, they're very stoic, very, and again, I'm just using this as an example. Obviously, I don't know about all British people, and obviously, I don't know this is like everybody, all British, you know, whatever, but I'm just using what I've seen in the media and history, right? So, if you want to blame me, whatever. But, so you take that, very, it's like oatmeal. I know I'm probably going to get some shit for this, but whatever. I'm going to stand by what I'm saying. So, it's like oatmeal, and then they're trying to conquer, like, seafood boil. It's not like, there's no comparison. Right? Which would be like the Zulu people, right? So it's like, you want to take away everything that makes me vibrant, attractive, magnetic, amazing, creative, like everything that makes you not be able to like look away from me. Like, you can't stop looking, right? And it's because of who I am. But at the same time, it's like you want to, yes, my love. Baby, you have your food right there.
No, I'm gonna.
Well, I don't know what to tell you if you don't want to eat that. You have your food, you have your milk, you have your water. And you have your goldfishes. Can you please pick it up?
No.
So, right, and very vibrant, cultured. There's also something about like the Native Americans, like they have a very, very strong belief in like nature, right? Being one with nature, respecting nature, like they're very connected, right? Within the like life and each other. Same thing with like Zulu people and like most natives of whatever country or whatever they're natives from. Like they have a very strong understanding of like how the sun and Mother Nature and, you know, love, and it's deep, right? They have deep bonds. And then here comes a bunch of oatmeals and they want to like uproot all those bonds and get rid of them, right? So anyways, I'm not trying to like dog on any race, culture, ethnicity, whatever. I'm just, again, these are examples, okay? Because this is what's, honestly, you know what, too? If you don't like to be used as an example, then change that now. So in the future, the example would be a positive. It'd be used in a positive way, right? So, but obviously, like, if you're just like, I don't know, I feel like if you really like feel some type of way, you would like be like, well, I think that's racist. But, you know, it's really not that deep. Alright, so that's that. Alright. So basically, Somebody wants to like use you and utilize you, and then like take away your identity, and then like reprogram you into like their image, their way of thinking, their way of being, right? But it's not working, and it's not going to work. Like, hold on, let me move this. Like, it's just not, like, that's not a thing that's gonna happen, right? And I feel like there was something about, oh, so close, so close. I keep getting that too. Like, it was maybe like, you know how if you're like downloading a game or something like that, like for example, like if I'm downloading a game on my PlayStation, right, and like it'll show you how much it's downloaded, like 80%, 90%. I feel like after like maybe like 85%, it kind of just like stopped, and then it just like system failure or something like that, right? And it's just like whatever upgrades that they were trying to do on the collective to reprogram the collective to like reboot, and like it didn't work, right? Now this could be talking about like the whole Matrix thing. This could also be talking about like Christianity. You know how like Christianity kind of like made its way throughout the world and like wiped away any other religion, any other belief, if you're not Christian, you are the devil. If you're not like, if you're growing your hair too long, you're a witch. It's just stuff like that, right? There's something about a whole like an indoctrination, like an image, and you're just not going to ever be that image, that belief, that religion. You're just not, because you're made in the image of the Most High God. That's how you're going to be. That's how you were made. That's how it's going to stay. So somebody is trying to like, I don't know, I'm like brainwash you and trying to like change you. But realistically, there's nothing to change. If anything, it would be you just bettering yourself every day for your highest good, so you can walk in the image of the Most High God even more every single day, right? But I feel like the whole thing is so it'll pull you. It's like the whole point of the reprogram and brainwash and whatever, and like, you know, be like us, think like us, that honey hive mindset, it's to pull you away from being closer to walking in the image of the Most High God as you were meant to be, as you were created. God has made everything beautiful for its own time. Yeah, boy. God has made everything beautiful for its own time. Ecclesiastes 3:11. On the back it says, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. John 10:10. Yeah, so God knows exactly what he's doing, when it's being done. Like, God's timing is always on point. That's all I have to say about that, right? And here's another thing too, right? You were created in God's image, collective, right? Because there are humans that are not of God. Like, it's just not in their... It's just not them. They're not made to work through God. They're made to work through the devil, to pull away people from God and distract them and pull them away farther from God. And like, it's kind of, I don't want to use terror right now. It's kind of like body snatchers, like people being used, people from the world, people of the world, I should say that, people of the world that are being used to kind of like target and brainwash and target and brainwash and confuse and distract people of God, right? People of the world tend to do this, right? Be like us, think like us, dress like us, act like us, drink with us, eat with us, right? It's like you're literally letting the lion in. You're literally letting in the predator, right? In your home, your spirit, your mind. You're being corrupted. That's what that whole brainwash, recoding, rebooting. It's to do that. It's pulling you further from the Most High God when you're meant to strive every day to be closer, to be one with the Most High God. All right. And it's like, realistically, people like this, and if you look, you'll know, because these people, they don't really have personalities. They don't have true, genuine intentions. They don't have personalities. They don't have interests. They copy, right? They see a group of people. Okay, for example, like if, let's say somebody sees that your interest is cars, right? They don't really care about that, but for them it's like, that's just like, they're gonna pretend that they're gonna be interested in cars so that way they can be around other people that are interested in cars and have a true talent with cars and mechanics and machines, and to corrupt those people. It's weird. These people are like oatmeal, right? They don't have personalities. They're empty. They don't have like direction. They don't have spirit. They don't have intuition. All they have is like, they're just here on a mission, and it's to corrupt and brainwash and reboot people of the Most High God and make them part of the world. So you'll know who these people are, because they don't have personalities. They're very boring. They're very, and I'm not talking about like, there's a difference between being boring and then like being an introvert, right? There's nothing there. I don't know, you just look at them and they're just, I don't know, NPCs, background characters. They're just not, I don't know, they just don't have that spark, that thing, that magnetism, that magic. They don't have the magic in them. I've got the magic in me. What is that song? I got the magic in me. Presto. Yeah, it's a song by, is it by B.O.B.? I got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. Now everybody wants some presto magic. I got the magic in me. Yeah. These tricks that I'll attempt will blow your mind. Pick a verse, any verse. I'll hypnotize you with every line. Yeah. So you have that magic in you. And you got a bunch of like oatmeal people around you that it's just, they're bland, boring, copy paste, no personalities, no passions, no drive, no spark, no original ideas, right? Be careful. Oh my gosh, be cautious and careful. Because not only do they not have personalities, but they will come to you for ideas. They will come to you asking you for your ideas, right? And I'm not saying people who don't have ideas are oatmeal. I'm just saying, like, they tend to seek out magical people because they're magic. Like, everything you touch turns to gold, right? They cannot do that. With oatmeal, they need things added to them to make them taste better, like sugar, vanilla, cinnamon, honey, things like that, right? Oatmeal it's not, and honestly, to be honest with you, fun fact, oatmeal is really not that healthy because it's not nutritional at all. So, we got wolf and silence in reverse. I feel like you are a lone wolf and you have no problem speaking up and standing up for yourself, and I feel like it's just that. You're also supposed to, like, speak up on something and say something, but this is something that you're supposed to do by yourself. There's like something in the back of my throat, like I want to cry or something, but it's like out of like passion, like wanting to like it's something that's like deep, that it's like been trying to like come out, I feel like. But yeah, wolf upright and silence in reverse. And this could also be too, you, by being true and saying what you're saying and speaking on what you're speaking on, it's in a way it's like a cause and effect. It's causing you to walk the path that's less traveled, right? And it's supposed to be that way, right? Because not all humans are of the collective. Not all humans are favorites of God. That's a fact, right? Just like not all humans are of the world. But I feel like in this situation, you are being separated. The more you stand up for yourself, the more you speak upon yourself and your conviction and speak with conviction on your beliefs and your opinions and whatever it is, it's like you're being separated from people of the world. Oatmeal. You are magic. You have it in you. It's naturally in you. You don't need anything added to you to make you more appealing, more magnetic, more attractive, more powerful, more abundant. It's in you. You have it in you. Right? You're magic. Oatmeal is oatmeal. You need to add things to oatmeal, right? So these are people that will be around magical people, and take ideas, take inspiration, what is that word? Aesthetics, right? They'll hang around these people and start wearing their clothes, and then hang around other people and start using their mannerisms, and hang around that other group of people and start listening to that music. And it's that, there's this quote that I've been hearing all the time, and it's just it just doesn't sit right with me. And it's a quote, and it goes something like, I'm a collection of everyone I've ever met. And for some reason that just it feels wrong, because it's like you're taking pieces of other people and building an image for yourself. These are people that you have to do that. That's what I'm saying. Oatmeal has to do that. It has to take from other things to make itself appealing, tasty, attractive, wanted, right? Alluring. It's all visual, and it's quotes like that are weird to me, because it's you have to take aesthetics from here, jokes from here, mannerisms from here, humor from here. And I'm not saying that. There's a difference between that and then a difference between gaining experience and lessons from. It's a whole thing. I'm not trying to get into it, but I feel for some reason this reading requires explanations, because people are I don't know. There's a bunch of it's the reason why I'm getting the energy people trying to twist words, right? And I feel that's another thing. People are trying to twist your words as a means of a means of confusion, and that's not. All right, wolf. Devour the ferocious calling when the howling of your spirit within the howling of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing. All right, number what is that? 44. And then silence in reverse. There is a sweet embrace in the nothingness stillness brings, a presence of self fully embodied. You also have a lot of loud people around you. A lot of just people talking about nothing around you. And you my advice would be let them, right? Because the whole point of a bunch of all these people that are talking about nothing is what they're doing is they're trying to overpower and dominate you speaking about something important, right? If you're trying to talk about something important, speak about something important, they're gonna they want to just talk about nothing. Let them, because what you have to say is probably not meant for them, and they're probably not gonna understand it. They probably don't care, right? The message is just not for them. People who want to learn and want to listen and want to grow, they will listen. You're not gonna have to wait, okay, all right, you're not gonna have to do any of that, right? they're purposely like over talking you, just about nothing, talking about nothing that matters, gossip, just dumb stuff. It's just hollow words that mean nothing. They're purposely doing that because they don't want to hear words of faith, words of conviction, words that mean something, value, truth, meaning. They don't care about that. They're people of the world. People of the world don't care. They don't have depth. They're nothing. I don't want to say they're nothing, but like they don't have depth, right? Now again, in the beginning of the video, I talked about how natives, they, you know, even like Polynesians, Native Americans, Zulu, like native tribes, they have deep roots. They have that depth, that deepness to them, right? People of the world, they don't have that. They don't need that. They don't. What are they going to do with that for? They don't need that. That's not what they're there for. They're not there to connect and be one within and love and create and manifest and, you know, obey and praise the Most High God. They don't need that. They don't care about that, right? So you need to be cautious of people like that, right? Because the whole point of them being around you is to try to like oppress you and like brainwash you and like reboot you and like make you feel like if you're not part of the world, you're missing out. That whole YOLO thing, right? Like if you don't have the latest shoes, you're missing out. If you're not going to that latest party, you're missing out. If you're not, you know, talking to all these guys or all these girls, you're missing out. And that's not what life is for, right? We have C. The letter C could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial name of a word or a place. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a bunch of bored people around you. They don't know what they're doing. They don't have any purpose. They're just bored. Like, I feel like the way this, okay, even the way the world is set up, the way the world is set up, the way the earth is set up, the way life is set up, the way technology is set up, with all the like things that are possible that you can do, especially in this day and age, there's no reason for anybody to be bored enough to where they want to come into someone's energy and like, oh well, let me bother them, let me see if I can corrupt them, let me see if I can like manipulate them, let me see if I can trick them. There's no reason to be that bored. But again, this is oatmeal we're talking, because oatmeal is bland. Oatmeal is boring. Nobody wakes up, I mean if you do, that's, you know, but nobody wakes up like, I'm gonna have a nice plain bowl of oatmeal today. Yes, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I love plain oatmeal. Yum yum. No sugar, no salt, no nothing. Like, so yeah, these are people that are just bored with themselves, bored with their lives. They're just bored, and they're boring. Revolution for revolution's sake is a waste on all levels. Pure boredom. Uranus. I'm telling you, they just do things. They talk about things that mean nothing because they're bored. They do things that have no meaning because they're bored. They go to places that have no value or benefit to them because they're bored. They just do. They live life recklessly, you know, because they're bored. Like, I don't know. There's just no. I feel like for a lot of these people, they just say things that don't matter because they're bored. You ever look at somebody and they just like talk all day and night and like they're not talking about anything because they're bored? It's something for them to do. Isn't that sad when people have to talk about nothing because they're bored? We got Pisces, water sign, 12th house. So a bunch of these people are going through karma, because the 12th house is also about karma. There could be a karmic Pisces involved, or you could be this Pisces. This weird agenda that was going on, it's ending, because the 12th house is also about endings. This weird thing of trying to like reprogram and trying to make you think and be and act as them, like a little mini me, or like a little, like, I'm seeing the one card that I made, nurtures to create carbon copies. It's basically like Regina George and Mean Girls, right? It was like they all had to like aspire to be her and look up to her and want to be her and things like that. And then here comes Katie Heron, and she like basically inspires everyone to just kind of like do their own thing and be their own path, right? So it's like, and then Regina George at the end of the movie, she got hit by a bus and like, you know, broke her spine or some shit like that. But yeah, like whatever weird thing of these people, this organization, this entity, this group, this whatever are trying to like get you to be like them, act like them, talk like them, live like them. It's not. You are a child of the Most High God, and you will stay that way, and you will be what you're supposed to be. That's it. God made you specifically in His image. God has made everything beautiful for its own time, right? And for a lot of you, you could be like, you know how people be like, oh, I was born in the wrong time. No, you were not. You, like, I've been seeing this on my social media a lot, too. When, like, girls of color, right, they be, like, posting these pictures from, like, the 40s and the 30s, and with their caption saying, I was born in the wrong time. You want to be where there was, like, segregation and, like, public racism and things like why? It makes no sense. Or like in the Victoria, I was born in the wrong time. Why? You want to live in a time where people had to pee in pots and throw them out the window because there was no like plumbing, and like people would shower like once a month? Why? Like, you're born in this time for a reason. Like, do what you got to do with it. Like, you're giving the gift of being born in this time for a reason, right? But I don't know, people are weird like that. Like, granted, I could see how like the clothing and the music could be alluring, but you really got to think about it. Like, you want to I don't know, be born in a time where like there was like no deodorant, right? Or like a woman had to like stay home and cook and clean, right? Because like if you wanted to go to work, like that was very bold of you, but you would be the talk of the town for like the next 10 years. You would never lit up. Whereas now, if you want to work, you can. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, you can. If you want to be a stay-at-home dad, you can. Like, you have the gift of being born at this time. And I feel like you're supposed to utilize that, right? There's something with you being born at this time and you being, like, you're supposed to be, like, working through God, right? Being in His image and being closer to Him and, like, not worried about the world. There's a connection to that. I'm also seeing the Hierophant in reverse, right? It's like, this is, like, 2024. It's, like, a perfect time to, like, because, I don't know, I'm getting the feeling that, like, with the whole, you know how, like, Christianity was, like, being forced throughout the entire world, right? You have to believe in God like this. But this perfect 2024 is a perfect age and time of, you don't have to believe in God by eating bread and cheese all day, every day, or wearing skirts. Because I grew up where women had to wear skirts. Women couldn't paint their nails. Women couldn't cut their hair. Women couldn't even, like, go to the movie theaters. Like, it was like that. We couldn't go trick-or-treating, right? Because when I was a little girl, like, I grew up Pentecostal. That's, like, a very strict form of Christianity. We couldn't even go trick-or-treating. I used to get so upset, right? Like, but it's, like, in this day and age, like, there's no, you don't have to be so, I don't know, like, there's no one way of, like, believing and praising in the Most High God. But I feel like you standing in your faith and you talking about God and you believing in God and you being a child of God in your way, right? The Hierophant in reverse, it's obviously very unconventional. It's not traditional, obviously, but it works. You're in your purpose, right? Because if you weren't, how would you be, like, you're manifesting, you're creating, you're magical. You still are in your divine aura, right? It works. however you're doing it, you're supposed to be doing it that way. A warning from Mars. Yeah, so this could be a karmic Pisces that's angry because you're doing things differently, and it's just like very non-traditional, but it works. And they're getting mad because as they're trying to end something for you and brainwash you and like, I don't know, I keep getting the word indoctrinate. Like they're trying to indoctrinate you and make you do something and be something that you're just, it's not in you to be or do. It's like making them really mad. And it's ultimately, it doesn't have to be karmic Pisces. It's just that what's out, right? Ultimately, it could also be because this person, they're just bored with themselves, with their life, and they're angry because compared to you, they are oatmeal. They need things to be added to them, right? You are pure magic, right? Like, I hate to say this, but some women, alright, some women definitely benefit from makeup, right? Without makeup, right? But you don't need makeup, right? You wake up and it's like you're good, right? Some men, they need to wear their hair a certain parted way because of that particular bald spot, right? You could just wake up, you have a whole head of hair, you could do whatever you want. You can cut it, it'll grow back. You can buzz cut it, like you just have a good head for whatever hairstyle or no hairstyle as a man. It's just that, right? Like you just have that magic. It's like anything. I'm also getting that whoever this person is or these people that are trying to make you to be and think and act like them, you're starting to, the more you use your intuition, the more you're distancing yourself from them. And whether or not you notice this or realize this, but they're being pulled away from you, right? The more you connect and get closer to your purpose and your divine path and you align yourself, it's just naturally going to happen. Like that, I don't know, like they're just no longer going to be gravitating in your aura. It's just because you're vibrating differently, it's just naturally like you're just going to repel each other naturally, right? And one day you're going to start getting irritated with them, like, why am I even around you? It's because it's like your high vibration is not going to allow you to be around these low vibrational people. And I feel like whoever these people are, they're just bored with their lives and they just be doing whatever to be doing it. But and they're getting mad too because they can't get you to be like them. A warning from Mars. If you use my energy for mindless, hostile aggression, you will quickly find that you are not the only one with strong desires. And they're being warned, and they have been warned. They're trying to like end you from walking your purpose and your path and connecting and like being the best version of yourself. They were trying to end that by being just like them because they're bored with their lives. My brother/dad made me do it. Oh, now I see what the letter C is. The letter C, this person was trying to get you to be like them just so they can be like, oh, you're just another copycat. But they wanted you to copy them because they cannot copy you. This person, they cannot copy you. They cannot. But there's not much to be oatmeal. You just stop being you. And of course that's never going to happen, right? So this person would do anything to get you to be just like them because they cannot be like you. This could be a brother of yours or like a father of yours, but it says my brother/dad made me do it. So somebody was influencing these people or this person to do this to you. If only you knew what we did/said behind your back. Yeah, these people, that's what I'm saying, like, they gossip, and a lot of the things that they talk about is nothing. It means nothing. It's just... And these are people, like, if you try to voice your opinions or talk about God or your faith or your spirituality or, you know, being better or healthier, whatever, they're going to talk over you because they don't care about that. They don't want to hear about that. That's not what they want for you, right? Because that's not what they're doing. They're bored with their lives. They want to drink and smoke and party and do this and do that and be of the world and follow trends and celebrities and this. So they don't care when someone starts talking to them about God and roots and, you know, putting roots down and creating traditions and family and love and abundance and faith and healthiness. They don't care about that. And I hate to say it, but the more you do, as much as you may have care for these people or have love for these people or admiration for these people, they cannot be around you. They cannot go where you're going because they don't want to go where you're going. You have to go where you're supposed to go. God's going to make sure of that. You got to go. You got to go. There's like... This is happening, like, you're in the right time. You're not 10 years too early, 10 years too late. I feel like that's where the cryingness wants to come up from, because it's like some of you may feel like time was wasted, or like maybe if you were younger, or maybe if you were older, or no, it's however old you are, whatever time this is, it's now. It says God has made everything beautiful for its own time. Whatever is going on, whatever is happening for you, collective, it's your time is important. It's like a pinpoint in a change. It's like an inspiration of change for those that are around you that need to see it at the right time. It's like everything is aligning, right? If this had happened like 5 years ago, it wouldn't have happened 10 years ago or 2 years from now. It's now, because now is the time. And then you had a bunch of people, and you still have a bunch of people around you that they don't want to hear what you have to say when you're talking about trying to be better for yourself and be better and be healthier, be happier, find purpose, be responsible. Because a lot of these people, they're just bored, right? They don't want responsibilities. They don't want purpose. They don't want jobs. They don't want to do the work. They don't know. That's not what they want. They just want to be of the world and corrupt other people to be with them, right? So when you're just like, well, I want to be better, they're like, what? Yeah, right, ha. Like, these people, they don't care about you. Two of Pentacles, you're going to have to, you could be juggling some sort of like decision, I feel like. There's going to be a decision that you're going to have to make. And I feel like maybe a lot of you, collective, you may already know that this decision is already underway. Because it's kind of like this one or this one. My purpose or the world. My purpose or the world. Be happy and healthy and work towards my future, or be stuck and stagnant with a bunch of people that don't care about me. You're going to have to choose. This is what you're juggling right now. And I feel like you are not exactly isolated, but I feel like a lot of you are in the isolation program. But you're kind of like by yourself. Right? But you also, like I said, you have no problem speaking your truth. But it's like, is it worth talking to these people that don't care and are getting angry because I don't want to be like them? That's not what I want. Or do I find the courage to walk the path that's less traveled and knowing that I'm going to have to walk that by myself? So there was this thing that I was watching on Happy Feet, right? I was watching Happy Feet today, and Mumble's dad, what was his name? Memphis. Mumble's dad, Memphis. He knew that his child was different, right? And throughout the entire movie, like, he's like, no, you have to, like, stop being different, stop doing that freaky thing with your feet, blah, 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 blah. And, like, Mumble's mom, Gloria, she was, oh, no, that's not Gloria. Mumble's mom, she was like very supportive of Mumble and blah, 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 whatever. But towards the end of the movie, Memphis, he like broke down. Like he had no will to live. Like he just knew that he failed as a father. Hold on. like he just knew that he failed as a father, blah 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 blah, and then like Mumble came back and they had like a heart-to-heart moment. But I noticed, and this is like the first time I noticed it, throughout the entire movie, deep down, Memphis knew that there was nothing wrong with his son. The entire movie, Memphis was just acting out of fear, right? He was not following his intuition. He was acting out of fear. So you need to be cautious. You need to use your discernment and pray to God for discernment. Like, do you want to act out of fear and just take the easy way out and be like these people, be of the world who are probably in fear themselves of like facing themselves and healing and being of faith? And don't get me wrong, because there is like a type of like when you're starting to walk the path of God and you're starting to like be on that journey, there's fear. Like it's scary, like even being like, yeah, I believe in God. Like that could be scary because people can like mock you and ridicule you. Like, you know, people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear God and faith and Bible verses, and so that can be scary. But the more you start standing in your own conviction when it comes to your relationship to the Most High God, it's like the less and less these people are going to want to be around you, and the less and less like there's anything that they can do about it, and that makes them angry because they don't want to hear about that. So you have to use you're going to have to make a decision. Do you want to act out of fear your whole life? Or do you want to... 9 of Cups. Yeah. Do you want to have wish fulfillment? Do you want to... And I also feel like by walking the road less traveled and being true to yourself and allowing yourself to live in your magic, you're going to... There's wish fulfillment. There's satisfactory in that. There's happiness. There's abundance. There's... Like, you literally are on top of the world. We got the 9 of Cups. So these people know that you are meant for something great, and that makes them angry. They want to end that. And one of the reasons why it makes them angry is because they don't have that same drive, that same oomph, that spark within them. They don't have that. There's nothing that truly makes them happy. Truly, like, there's no desire, no spark. Like, nothing really makes them, like, these are people that are always depressed, always unhappy, always complaining, always criticizing, always judging, always negative. Like, and you could be somebody that has, like, you just have love within you. These people don't have love inside of them. That's that spark in you, love. You have that in you. These people don't have that. They are of the world. People of the world don't have love. They don't operate out of love. They don't care about love. You think love is going to, like, do you think they care about love or the latest trends in shoes and celebrities and gossip and, like, be for real. Like, think about it. Oh, shoot. All my cards just fell. Wait a minute. The 10 of Cups is reversed. These could be people in your family who have no love for you and no love for each other, and they don't even show you love. And there's like, it's like a broken family dynamic. Like, there's no, like, you guys could be family members or friends or close whatever, but it's like there's no love in that. There's no love in the dynamic. You got the 8 of Pentacles upright, 8 of Swords reversed, and 8 of Cups reversed. Yeah. I feel like this is something that if you're gonna... I'm not trying to put it on blast either, but what you really need to focus on is what you want to put your work into. You have great work ethic, right? And you're willing to do the work, but a lot of that has to require, like, you freeing yourself and abandoning these people. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're ready to do the work that's required. Because these are not your people. Eight of Pentacles upright, 8 of Swords reversed, 8 of Cups reversed. Yeah. I also feel like there's a sense of freedom by, like, walking away from things, habits, places, thoughts, people that no longer serve you. There is happiness for you. There's wish fulfillment here for you, right? And I feel like you could be, or you have been in this Two of Pentacles, like, which path should I take? We have Strength reverse, Ten of Wands, upright, Two of Cups upright, and the Emperor reverse. What was that card? My brother slash dad made me do it. So there could have been a father figure that was like trying to influence you. So you could be a divine masculine and your karmic father or your karmic brother was trying to influence you by putting in some sort of like whatever partnership or relationship you have with your father or your brother or whatever male figure that you were supposed to look up to, right? Or admire or be just like. It's like that relationship that it was just putting burdens on you, and it's not, there was no like true foundation or depth or like it was very weak, very superficial, very hollow. There's no depth in that relationship, right? So it's just like if this is you and your dad, like it's not a real relationship, like there's no love in that. You and your brother, there's no love in that. It's superficial, it's like it's fake, it's not real. You and your mom, or you and your brother, you and your cousin, you and your sister, whatever family member this is, right? But I feel like with the Emperor reverse here, for some of you, it could be your father or a male figure that you looked up to. It wasn't a real, it just wasn't real. It wasn't, what are you learning from it? Yeah, see 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Or right here. What's behind that? Temperance. Upright. Page of Swords reverse. Somebody's spying on you. And they're seeing that you're at peace. And you have peace. And you have satisfaction. And you have wisdom. And you have freedom. Or you found some freedom. Or you're on your way to freedom. Right? So somebody in your family is spying on you. It could be a father figure or a brother figure. It's a male karmic figure that is spying on you. This Emperor in reverse. And you're realizing that this relationship that you have with this person is nothing but burdens, responsibilities that have nothing to do with you, troubles that have nothing to do with you, problems that have nothing to do with you. And it's like there's no... This relationship is weak. It's not strong. There's no strength in it. It's not even feeding into you. If anything, they are oatmeal and you're giving them your ingredients, your cinnamon, your sugar, your honey. You're giving into this person. This person is more dependent on you than you are of them. But they want you to be more dependent on them because, I don't know, it's like realistically, it's just not in you to be dependent on this person. This person cannot be, like, you just cannot, they can't be you. I don't know how else to say that. They cannot be you. But this is somebody in your family, and they're watching you being at peace and finding freedom, and you're at freedom, or you're on your way to freedom. They're watching this. They're watching you, and they want to see, wow, 6 of Wands behind the Page of Swords. They're watching you have some sort of victory or success, freedom. They're watching this. They see this. The moon. And they're wondering, how is this possible? Yeah, with the 7 of Swords reverse, yeah. They're with the moon here, so there could be a Pisces around here somewhere, or like something like they want to, this is why, whatever is going on with you, collective, the reason why it's being kept hidden is because this person... Okay, let's go brush your teeth. Give me 1 second, my love. Because this person is trying to find out how this is happening for you so they can end it. That's why it's being kept hidden. Because it's not their business. And God's going to make sure that what's your business stays your business. Because you are of God. And God's going to make sure that you follow your purpose. That's it. 7 of Swords reverse. Yeah, this person got caught. Everybody see... Wow, look at this moon. This moon looks angry at the 7 of Swords. Look, the moon looks angry at the 7 of Swords reverse. Because it's like, oh wow, there's a King of Wands reverse on the bottom of the deck. This moon is like, it's like God's like, I see what you're doing. You're not about to like be sneaky to like stop my collective's forward movement. You're not doing that. This is somebody in your family spying on you to see why you're so free, why you're having success. Like, you have a decision to make. Either be with these people that don't care about you, that want to brainwash you and make them just like them, or walk the road less traveled, right? Use your intuition so you can have all your wishes come true and be granted by the Most High God, right? Now, if you pray to God, ask Him for a blessing, right? And you get that blessing, you need to pray for discernment to be able to handle and use that blessing accordingly. Because if you get a blessing from God and you don't know how to maintain that blessing, that's a wasted blessing. That's a waste. So, this is a reading. I hope it helps. If you want a personal reading, you can email me. Bye.